When you hear at the beginning of a word, and, that and has to be in all capitals and it has to be there. So you hear at the beginning and there's a vowel 2 doors down. So not 1 or 2, just 2. Then you're going to spell that at the beginning with an A. I'll say it again. When you hear at the beginning of a word and there's a vowel 2 doors down, spell that sound with an A. Here's a whole bunch of examples of real world words. Ago, adore, adopt, again, about. There was a whole bunch of them. And as you can see there's an sound at the beginning. There's a vowel 2 doors down. So that sound at the beginning is spelled with an A. Now, are you ready? How do you like your new knowledge so far? That is yours because you came today. It is yours to keep, that knowledge right there. And here's the thing too. Since we were breaking this down to one tiny little spelling hack per lesson, and we're going to study for a whole 30 minutes, you're going to get good at this by the end of this lesson. By the end of today's class, you're going to be so solid on this rule. So it's not only going to be introduced to your brain just to be floating around in there, it's going to be sunk deep by the end of this 30 minutes because you came today. Fatima, are you talking about your name? Oh, so it doesn't follow the tap 2 rule? That's right. That's right. Some rules that you're about to learn does not follow the tap 2 rule. Such a good question. All right, now let's share my screen so we can practice this. Our first word together is atame. Atame together. Atame. Let's do our consonants first, even though it might be tempting to go in there and spell that sound because that's just what we learned just now. We're going to keep our spelling organized and do our consonants first because that is easiest so that we can spell those vowels later. Atame. A. When you hear at the beginning of a word and there's a vowel 2 doors down, you spell it with an A. Is spelled with an A, however, that's a short sound. And short vowel sounds need 2 consonants after them. If there's not 2, make 2. Now this A can say in that spot. A at the end is spelled A-Y. Now, look at this word. Look at these 3 A's. They say 3 different things, and you know why. You were learning why words are spelled the way they are, so you don't have to wonder or guess or try to memorize things anymore. They're logical, and since you're smart, you're getting it. So you're going to understand how to spell, not how to memorize or guess. All right, so this A says because it's at the beginning and there's a vowel 2 doors down. This A says because there are 2 consonants after it. This A says A because it follows the tap 2 rule. Same with, not yet. It follows the tap 2 rule. There's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. And AY is how you spell that A sound at the end of words. Y is a vowel if it's not the first letter. If that was your first time hearing that, congratulations on that fun little spelling or fun little hack. Y is a vowel if it's not the first letter. Okay, your word is adabe. Adabe. A-D-A-B-A. Adabe. I'm going to have you do this one without me and then put your answer in the Q&A. Yes, 3 different A sounds. Terran A actually makes 5 different sounds. Today we're working with 3 of those sounds in the same word. Adabe. Nice. Clement, give me one more letter. Adabe. Rowan, I want you to look at this example of how we're going to spell the A sound at the end. What you have is a possibility, but it's very, very rare. This is much more common. Adabe. There you go, Clement. Regan, this is how you spell the A sound at the end of words right here. A. That was my fault because I didn't really clarify that very well. I didn't elaborate on that very much. Adabe. Good. There you go. Never apologize. Okay. Consonants. A, D, A, B, A. At the beginning, when there's a vowel 2 doors down, is spelled with an A. We're going to be able to sing that after class. At the beginning, when there's a vowel 2 doors down, is spelled with an A. At the beginning, when there's a vowel 2 doors down, is spelled with an A. Adabe. A is spelled with an A also, but it needs 2 consonants after it. If there's not 2, make 2. A at the end of words is spelled A-Y. There's those 3 A's in the same word saying 3 different things. This is making the schwa sound A. This is making it short sound A. This is making the long sound A. And you know why for every single one. Isn't that exciting? I just love spelling. Hopefully you were learning to love it too. I just taught my my child's class right before this one, and what somebody said, a child said right before class started when I was prepping for class, and they were just they're so cute. They send me little notes before I start, like, "Hi, Miss April." One little boy said, "I am so excited to spell today." Doesn't that just warm your heart? I am so excited to spell today. That warmed mine. All right, next word is apainte. Apainte. We have a, p, a, n, t, a. Consonants. A, p, a, n, t, a. Vowels. A at the beginning when there's a vowel 2 doors down is spelled with an A. A at the beginning when there's a vowel 2 doors down is spelled with an A. Here's an A sound in the middle of a word. I can't use just a regular A here because that would say A, because there are 2 consonants after it. In order for that to make its long sound and say A, it must have another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. If there's not one, make one. That's what AI is for. That AI is how we spell the A sound in the middle of words. At the end of words, A is spelled with an AY. So these both say the same thing. Apainte. These 2 A's both say A, but the companion vowel after it is changing dependent upon where that sound is in the word. That's for the beginning and middle. That's for the end. Remember, Y is a vowel if it's not the first letter. All right, your word, LRn&x. No, I'm going to change that. With my lips closed. LRn&x. I'm going to put that letter right there. LRn&x. How would you show the first sound? Any shapes on top of the letter? Yeah. Taryn, I love that. I love that question. So he's wondering, what goes at the top of an is the schwa sound. That is how you spell the word schwa. It says and it is represented by an upside down E. So schwa is the name of a sound. The sound is It's the same sound as a short U. Every vowel can change to the schwa sound. It's just the laziest sound that your mouth can make. And that sound is represented by an upside down E. I love that question. Your word again was LRn&x. You're welcome. I need to get a laptop. My inner child feels that truth too. I love that. LRn&x. And I'm going to give you this letter right here because it's hard to tell in the mic if I'm saying an M or an N. LRn&x. Is schwa an English word? I don't think so, Lily. It's nice to have you back in class. I don't think so. It looks, I don't know, European. I was going to say German, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's English. Schwa. Usually when CH is making a soft sound like that, it's a French word, but I don't know about that one. LRn&x. There we go. Okay, consonants. A, A, P, A. When you hear at the beginning of a word and there's a vowel 2 doors down, spell it with an A, spelling the schwa sound. A in the middle is spelled with an AI. A at the end is spelled with an AY. It's getting easier for you already, isn't it? Isn't it? You knew how to spell already without even thinking. Everybody knew that that was spelled with an A. You've already got it, and you've only been here 22 minutes. You also remembered, most of you, I think, that AI in the middle is spelled with an AI. AY at the end is spelled with an AY. This knowledge is getting sunk deeper and deeper into your, into your nerve pathways. I love that. Let me just talk to you about this real quick. Just as another little fun fact, since we're on a fun fact kick. Whenever you have a word that has an M or an N sound with a P after it, it's almost always going to be the M. It's hard to tell. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. It's hard to tell if you're spelling just from hearing it because your lips have to close to form the P. So you're not quite sure if it was an N or an M, like umpire. If you're just hearing it, am I saying an N or an M? Umpire. Your lips have to close to form that P anyway, so it's hard to know if it was supposed to be closed for the M or if it's just an N and then my lips are closing for the P. But the rule of thumb is if the next letter is a P or a B, it's going to be an M before it. Almost always. Just a little spelling hack for you. All right, let's do one on your own. Give me the word errata. 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 Put it in the Q&A when you're done. Yeah, Fatima, your subconscious probably heard it as rain because that's a word that you are familiar with. Errata, like dog. Errata. And Rowan, I like that you put 2 R's here because that's a short vowel sound, but this rule trumps the tap 2 rule. You don't need 2 consonants after an initial A. Errata. Oh, can everybody stop for just a second because I forgot to tell you how to spell at the end. So that was my fault, not yours. When you hear at the end, spell it with an A. When you hear at the end, spell it with an A. When you hear at the end, so when that schwa sound is at the end, it's also going to be spelled with an A. Same with at the beginning. At the beginning is an A. At the end is an A. Your word is errata. Errata. Feel free to change your answer. Nothing is permanent. There you go. Better, better. See, my fault. That was all me. You just needed a teacher to teach you the right way. Errata. Is a short sound. Is a short sound. All right, consonants. We have d, so we have 2 U's here. They're going to be spelled, both of them, with an A, aren't they? This one is spelled with an A because it's at the beginning and there's a vowel 2 doors down. This A spells that sound, but it's a short sound, so it needs 2 D's after it. Short vowel sounds require 2 consonants after them. If there's not 2, make 2. At the end is spelled with an A. So that's a schwa, that's a schwa, that's a short vowel sound. Errata. All right, one more. Let's do the word. Okay. Really think about this one. So when you hear A in the middle, it's spelled AI. When you hear A at the end, it's spelled AY. Your word is abainsay. Abainsay. B, A. My mouth is open. I'm going to give you that letter right there. It's hard to hear in the mic. S, A. And this is an S. I'm going to give you that one too. Abainsay. Abainsay. Do you ever use UH at the end of a word or just an A every time? I can think of this word or this word where you use a UH, but those are the only two I can think of. Good question, Lily. You always have smart questions. Our word is abainsay. Abainsay. When you hear A, do you hear an A in the middle? Abay, there it is right there. When you hear A in the middle, spell it with an A-I. Abainsay. Consonants. A, B, A, N, S, A. At the beginning when there's a vowel 2 doors down is spelled with an A. A at the beginning when there's a vowel 2 doors down is spelled with an A. Got that song in your head yet? Here's that A in the middle spelled A-I, and the A at the end spelled A-Y. Now, do you feel smart or what? You now know how to spell the sound at the beginning when there's a vowel 2 doors down. You now know that A-I is how you spell A in the middle. A-Y is how you spell A at the end. A single A is how you spell at the end. All of this knowledge is just getting layered and layered and layered and getting sunk deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like you're stepping on your own tracks in the sand every time you practice or hear it, or when you hear me explain it, or when you practice it and you generate that information and you produce a word on your own. Then you're stepping on that track and making it deeper and deeper and making those nerve pathways sink further and further into your long-term memory. So congratulations on your new knowledge. When you hear A at the beginning and there's a vowel 2 doors down, you're going to spell it with a A. Impress all your friends with your new knowledge, because I can guarantee you they don't know it. All right, my friends, have a wonderful night. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.